Mary and John had a little girl. Her name was Joanne. They brought her home from the hospital, and Mary began to realize, this kid doesn't look like either one of us. So then along comes this DNA testing thing. She sent off 3 kits, one for each of them. Surprise of the century. The daughter is not related to either one of them. She's beside herself, and she says to her husband, I don't understand. And he said, well, you know that. We've known that since she was 3 days old. What are you talking about? And he said, do you remember? We came out to the car with the baby from the hospital, and you said, oh, take that baby back in the hospital and change her. So I did. I think this is my last story. No, it's not. Everybody remembers disco. Not many people like disco. I know I don't. There were about 100 disco places in New York before the fad went away. Everybody remembers Studio 54. Long gone. All of them except one. Studio 45. It held on and it held on and it held on. The owners wanted to get rid of it, so they came up with an idea. They would sell 5,000 raffle tickets at $1,000 each. $5 million. That would certainly pay for any disco. I bought one of those tickets and entered it in the name of the National Organization of Women, because I knew that God would smile on that ticket, because he too could see the humor of the man reaching into that great big bucket and pulling out the winning ticket and announcing, now is the winter of our discotheque. Winner of our, I blew it. Now is the winner of our discotheque. This is the last story of this half. There's a small town in Minnesota, way up north. Believe it or not, it has a Catholic church. It has a Lutheran church. And it has a synagogue. You don't expect to find enough Jews to have a synagogue in northern Minnesota, but there it was. The rabbi and the priest and the minister got together every Tuesday evening for dinner, and they talked about all kinds of things. It turned out that they were very competitive, and the priest said, I think I'm the best person here at attracting new people to my church. The fight was on. They finally made a bet. The bet was that they would all three go out and try to convert a bear. The winner would get free meals off the other two for a year. Several days later, they're all in the emergency room. Can you imagine? The priest, half his scalp is torn off, his shoulder is dislocated, he has cuts and bruises all over him, both eyes are black. He says, I think I won. It was a struggle, but as soon as I sprinkled that holy water on that bear, he became meek and mild. He's now pursuing a Jesuit education and may want to go into the priesthood. The minister said, I wrestled that bear. He's in as bad a shape as the priest. I wrestled that bear up one hill and down the other. I finally got him to the lake, and I dunked him in the lake, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. He's now singing bass in the choir. They looked over at the rabbi who's lying there. He's got one leg missing. He's got his other leg and both arms in traction. He's got tubes going into him. He's got tubes going out of him. He's getting plasma and whole blood, antibiotics, the whole bit. And he whispers, you know, in retrospect, I really don't think I should have started with the ritual circumcision. That's the first half. It's time for an intermission. I'm going to turn the lights on for you.